Good morning. This na Government at Work Media team. Ali Mojalo na the name. Today, I can at the Decentralization Secretariat for talk with the Director General. So, Director, you can introduce yourself, sir.
Yes, I'm Famu Unado, Mina Alex Monafa Esquire, Mina the Director of the Decentralization Secretariat.
Okay, you can tell we on a mandate.
Oh yes, the Directorate gets one specific mandate where for ensure say then give technical support to the Ministry of Local Government and Rural Development, and also amongst the objectives and why we're there, and for also ensure say we look at the policies of the ministries, the reforms that the ministry for carry out, and we can actually leading on and ensure say it don't happen. More so at the time where we come into governance, we notice say we get specific mandates them for carry out, and part of them mandates them are the things them we in at the presidential manifesto side the government don't commit themselves to do in the respective ministry, and part of the responsibilities now for look at the laws now the local government arena. I'll do a brief background of how this local government business came about. This local government came about in 2004, and one of the things that we pioneer came one now the TRC report, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, where they said now this country after the rebel war, where they see say corruption and UK be passed back at the country, and the people that way in then corner them, apart from freedom, not been they get access to government, they not be the people participate by government business, and they not be they get access to government resources, and democracy be abused, they not been there. So part of that recommendation now before introduce or reintroduce the local governance system, because they be abolished in 1972. So they reintroduced them in 2004, and the World Bank they put money on them. So the then SLPP Tijan Kaba led government being reintroduced local governance and decentralization, and as a way of supporting the local government system and bringing back the local councils, now then they make them set up the decentralization secretariat for key support to them team, and we also be able to establish the councils then. So this secretariat mean they rush, because we be need for Russian for make the act, the Local Government Act of 2004. We make the act because we need for let the councils then begin one time, because now be a priority. We be one for consolidate the peace in the country. We be one for make sure say people do not go back to war again, so that people then go able to participate par without them for lead them in their community then. People forget we for talk about then service delivery in their community then. So now that they make them bring and come. But after 6 years, now they bring the policy. Under normal conditions, the policy now is supposed to bond the act, but with the local government system, the act now bond the policy. So it was a problem entirely. So you find out say the two nobody they work together. The act was supposed to be the mama, and the policy was supposed to be the mama. Now it's on the picking. The act we don't carry any force, so the policy not be get weight and not be carry any force. But governments in and governments out, they not be able for do a proper review of the policy. So where this administration come, and when they make me director, appoint me director of this secretariat, one of the cardinal things that I look at and say, for make we get local governance and decentralization rights in this country, we need to look at the right laws then, as it was dictated in the manifesto. We need to look at the right laws then. So how we get the right laws, we need to review policy and look at what's going to happen. So we'll put another policy. Then the policy now go direct how the act could back, because we review the act as well. So far, we don't begin that policy. And in October, the task force team, we don't work right around this country through consultations. The consultees them, but the country don't tell what they want. We come back, we get technical session, we sit down, we talk with them, we look at the issues, we say, okay, this line they say they want. But for quality assurance, make we go back, make we go ask them validation. So with the regional validation, we will present the issues them to them back. If not them issues here, they actually want. So we present the issues them they say not them. Then we came back. Okay now, for let you get a document where internationally it could be acceptable, you therefore use what they call international best practice. So we engage with government functionaries, CSOs, ministers of government. We will get some large meeting. And after that, we'll be able to, the European Union, forget a consultant, a professor from England, for now look at the layout of the document for we, for clean them properly. We don't do that day. We also don't engage with the task force team and don't present this document to them, say, this now on a document, or all we work on today. This finished document will go for let them cleaner. So it don't go through series of refineries. For now, make them fine. You know, say gold, we then put gold, it rough. Now we go through the refineries, then now it can really appear beautiful. People they see and people they enjoy. So that was what we did with the policy. So we present them yesterday to them. There were minor comments where go be infused into the policy where it not will make any difference. Also, the IMC, the Interministerial Committee on Decentralization, now the highest decision-making body on decentralization of this country and local government. So the Honorable Minister of Local Government do a request for make we get an extraordinary IMC, and I can tell you that two powerful people then behind this decentralization we really want to make it work like pan. Now the Vice President, who is the chairman of the IMC, and the Honorable Minister of Finance. In fact, he is driving the process. With Minister, the local government minister has been very pushful, and they push him to the extreme. I mean, we not get sleep for make sure we'll get this fine document in deputy, don't do fantastic job. So we can't go to the IMC, we did the presentations, and I will tell you the things that will come out of the IMC be really good for this country, because we get a vice president who is also very programmatic, establish the issues then. So what we sit down are like, go to the issue straight, and in that IMC meeting, all ministers of government, all deputy ministers, all parastatals be present at the International Conference Center. So we get the meeting, and even we talk on devolution, because we don't realize it. The functions will for be devolved. Now be 79 functions. So in 2004, from 2004 to 2008, the Tijjani Kabah-led government devolved 54 functions. Then we devolved. But then from 2008 to 2011, 17 to 18, unfortunately, we will not be able to devolve one single function. Possibly, the arguments will be that the framers of this idea of reconstituting local governance in this country, they not be seen for making end when they left the administration of the government to the previous administration. Whether the previous administration not believe in decentralization, now a different matter. But say in 11 years we'll not be able to devolve one function of this country. So when we came, we look at the issues, and there was need for we convey the IMC way for a very long time. Over 5 years, we may not be chairman of local council. We will not be ever convey IMC. But when we don't come, we don't convey up to 4 IMC meetings. And inside the IMC meetings, then we make a public declaration saying we don't devolve all remaining functions. But what if people don't understand, but where you say you don't devolve everything, it's a process. First, you therefore begin with a declaration, say you don't devolve. The second point, you therefore develop the roadmap. When at the implementation, the devolution implementation plan, we don't develop that, we don't showcase them. The third point, now for get a meeting now for phase out the devolution. Again, for be huge, for example, if you want for devolve building permit, for example, now we don't do the declaration, we don't do the roadmap how for devolvement, you therefore phase them out. And what is the roadmap they say? Number one, you therefore identify the training materials in the first place. What you need, what will be needed, whose idea they will carry on at the local councils. Number two, you therefore recruit surveyors. Now all 22 councils. Number three, you therefore carry them on at the training college for train them in local governance administration for at least a period of 6 months to 1 year. You therefore train them. After that, then now you therefore ensure say they get the right implements for work with. You therefore buy them GPS, then the other thing, then the coordinates they work with. You therefore provide them. When you provide them, then now you get the startup kits for you locate them at their respective area. So by and large, that is how far we don't go. And I they talk to people them way na CSOs them way they work very well. Like yesterday, I can tell you, Mr. Andrew Lavalley, the last time we woke up, the rate was very low, but he was part of the meeting yesterday.
And he confessed to me, say, at the time when this government came, it was at 92%, the devolution process. And I mean at 22%, but now they're at 92%. So which means we are almost there. So I can assure you, say, in this year, the policy and the act will be ready, and it will be fresh, and it will give directives or directions to how the local governance system they operate in this country.
Okay, thank you very much, sir.